Alright, Shalom Israel. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Barakatah to the brothers, to the Akim. Yahweh Shema Altah Bashim Yahushua to all the sisters. My name is Priest and Officer 5000 Ra'an of the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge under commanding General Yohana. And my topic will go on to how there's other things, you know what I'm saying, besides the coronavirus that's killing our people by the thousands. Even though the coronavirus is, it's a pandemic, this pandemic is shutting down America. You understand? And because of that, it's affecting our oppressors, which is a glorious thing to see. But the side effect of the coronavirus is a lot of people have to die in order for Christ to come back. And not only that, but the Lord is showing signs amongst our people to know where to go to, and to realize that the answers that the Christian church been teaching us since slavery, everything that they taught us was wrong. Like we thought that as a people, as a nation, we thought it was okay to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. We thought it was okay to be homosexuals. But not only that, homosexuality, is so rampant amongst our communities that we're #1 in AIDS. And that's killing our people as well. AIDS. No one want to talk about AIDS no more. This whole current coronavirus, like, our people think that the coronavirus is the only thing that's killing black people. But death comes to those who do not keep the law, statutes, and commandments. And that's the whole thing, man. Death comes to those who do not keep the law, statutes, and commandments, and it's all throughout the Bible. The church teaches you that love and peace and happiness, but the Lord has a side that we do not want to see. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? The Lord shows has a side on himself, like he has a personality and certain emotions that we try to avoid so much. It's like we have people, as a human being, we have all types of emotions. We have love, anger, hate, jealousy, envy, greed. You understand what I'm saying? Pride. These emotions, they didn't just came out the blue. These emotions came from the Most High. And the Most High, He is the living power. Yes, that we should all serve by following commanding General Yohana. He is the man on this earth that the Lord chose to run this nation. He is the one that's going to, he's the one that follows Christ the best. He has the blueprint. He has the blueprint, of what blacks and Hispanics should be doing. Like he says no, he said we should do this and we should not do this. We should, you understand, support black-owned businesses and not support the businesses of the other nations. I'm going to go to Deuteronomy 30 and 19. All right. Now this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 19. Wait, I'm going to start. Let me see. I'm going to start at Deuteronomy 30, verse 17. But if thine heart turn away, so that thou wilt not hear, but shall be drawn away and worship other gods and serve them, I denounce unto you this day that ye shall surely perish. See that because we die so much of a higher rate is because we serve other gods. We follow Christianity. We follow Christianity since we came off those slave ships. And what has Christianity done for blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians? Like black people, our people have followed Islam. Islam is the religion of the Arabs. And we've been following Islam since the 50s. And what has Islam done for blacks and Hispanics and Native American Indians? It has done nothing for them. Why? Because these guys that we serve since slavery do not exist. These guys are imaginations of the other nations. The reason why they create the imagination is because they want to be like you. They want to be like us. You understand what I'm saying? Because our God is real. The Most High is real. So we are the chosen people, and the nations hate us for that. The other nations know that we are the chosen people of the Most High. That's why they created other gods for themselves. You understand what I'm saying? Like all these gods are idols. You know what I'm saying? Caesar Borgia, you know what I'm saying? That white image of Jesus Christ, so-called Jesus Christ, that's an idol. Y'all, the Hispanics worship, Saint Mary. Saint Mary, you understand me? Saint Mary is an idol. That old statue up in Brazil, you know what I'm saying? That trademark in Brazil, got that white Jesus on the cross like this. That's an idol. Now, because we following idols, we following other religions, we die at a rate that's totally high. Like the numbers of us dying is in the millions, literally. Like because we want to follow Christianity, we now have the urge of we now have the ability to take away our morality. These law, statutes, commandments is our moral compass. A lot of people want to try to talk about the Bible and say that the Bible is not real. The Bible is a fantasy book. That's up to you. That's up to you to believe it or not. But the one thing that you cannot disagree on about the Bible is these laws. These laws helps build a nation. Every nation that you know what I'm saying, is built off of this book. You understand me? Like the laws of murder, the laws of, you know what I'm saying, paying taxes, the laws of agriculture. These laws, you know what I'm saying, built a nation. These laws build, you know what I'm saying, America. Well, not they don't follow the whole laws, but they get some of them. You understand me? The laws of, coming together. You know what I mean? Like the Chinese, even though the Chinese, they eat everything underneath the sun, the Chinese, you understand me, I respect them because they band together. They band together as like one nation. The Chinese do it, the Koreans do it, the Arabs do it. Everybody loves their own race of people except for one people that follows a religion that's not of their forefathers. And I'm talking about the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, who are the chosen people. You understand me? Like our people in Venezuela sits on a mountains of oil, mountains of gold and iron and brass and gold. But meanwhile, because we serve other nations, we now are the poor of the whole earth. Like Haiti, you understand me? The Haitian brothers, you understand me? The Haitians, you know what I'm saying, had the highest, like, you know what I'm saying, resources over the whole continent of Africa. The whole continent of Africa, you understand me? Haiti, that small island has mountains of minerals and resources more than the whole continent of Africa. But meanwhile, Haiti, or how to say Haiti, you understand me, is the poorest country, you understand me, the poorest people, you understand me, on the Western Hemisphere. All that is because we disobey the Lord. Now, if we obey the Most High, we will be on top. If we obey the Lord, you understand me? Yeah, we wouldn't be poor. We wouldn't be in the ghettos. We wouldn't be dying how we dying right now. You understand me? I'm gonna keep on reading. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 17. But if thine heart turn away so that thou wilt not hear, but shall be drawn away. What does it mean to be drawn away? To drawn away is just to take away, to fall back, to not serve the Lord with sincerity. Because you want to smoke weed, smoke marijuana, you're drawing yourself back from serving the Lord. Because you want to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, you're drawing yourself from serving the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? because you want to follow Christianity, Islam, Egyptology, all these religions and philosophies, be part of the feminist movement, you're drawing yourself from serving the Lord. You understand me? Like, our people is the only nation in America that takes 5 steps forward and 20 steps back. That's our people. That's our people. All right. I'm gonna say verse 17. And worship other gods and serve them. Verse 18. I denounce you unto this day that ye shall surely perish, and that ye shall not prolong in your days upon the land, whether thou pass over the Jordan to possess it. Now, this is talking about us going over, to our land of Israel. But this scripture is talking about us today. In 2020 in America, man, our days are shortened. We do not prolong, in America with prosperous days. We suffer in America like we suffer in America like we're like lamb to the slaughter. Lambs to the slaughter, that's who we are. Yeah, because why? Because our leadership. Our leadership is causing our people to serve other gods. Our leaders have caused us to serve our oppressors. We think that Donald Trump, Barack Obama, we worship them as gods, man. We try to have hope for the politics. We try to have hope for these religious leaders. We always trying to wait on somebody to help us out. But meanwhile, the answers are right here in these scriptures. Your grandma and your auntie, your mama had them Bibles up in their house your whole life. Your entire life, you have Bibles in your house. But meanwhile, no one in that house went in this Bible and tried to find the answers. We think that the Lord is all about love and peace and happiness. Yes, the Lord does love. That's why we're dying. You understand what I'm saying? The reason why the reason why we're dying at a higher rate is because the Lord loves you. Scriptures say that the Lord chastises whom He loves, and you should know that because we have a higher rate of dying more than any nation, it's going to show you that the Lord has a personal relationship with us, meaning as a nation, not as an individual. Because a lot of Christians think that God loves you based on your personal relationship with Him. That's not in the Bible. The Lord deals with us as a nation. You understand what I'm saying? Now, because the Lord deals with us as a nation, the Lord has a name on us. Meaning the Lord has a reputation that He has upheld. The Lord is all about being righteous, all about order, all about establishing judgment and equity and perfection and order. The Lord is all about that and warfare. That's the thing that your pastor don't teach you, man. Your pastor teach you that everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be all right. Just pay your tithes and sing and dance and just praise Jesus. Praise the Lord. But how you going to praise the Lord when you a sinner? How you going to praise the Lord when you eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, disobeying the law, that's commandments of the Most High? How you praising the Most High? How you serving Christ? Keep on reading. Verse 19. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death. See right there? Because these laws, statutes, commandments, the Lord established a decision that we must make. Every decision that you make will be a result of you dying or you living. The Lord has established, these laws, statutes, commandments, and you have a choice whether you want to serve the Most High and live or be a sinner and die. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to read, we'll go to the Apocrypha. The Apocrypha, you understand me, 12:6. Ecclesiasticus 12:6. But first, I'm going to go to Ecclesiasticus 2 and 1. Alrighty. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha. Chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Now, we come to serve the Most High. We come to serve Christ under command and Johnny Yohana in the ISUBK. Prepare yourself for temptation. You understand me? The world, you understand, we was born, you know what I'm saying, to be sinners, man. You understand? Because we grew up in a society where sin is everywhere. Sin is everywhere. Like, you grew up being a dope fiend. We grew up being a drug addict. We grew up being a murderer because of our condition. In our condition, we've been taught to be sinners. And we thought that there would be no change amongst us. That black people cannot change. That Hispanics cannot change. That North American Indians cannot change. But that's not the case. All Israel has the ability to change their life. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody. That goes for, you know what I'm saying, the crackhead that's on your corner goes to the number one drug dealer, you know what I'm saying, on your block. All of them has the ability to change their life. The reason why that we believe that we cannot change is because of the Christian church and of the Muslim mosque. We've been taught that no one can change, that we're born sinners, that Christ can accept us no matter who we are. Christ told the woman that committed adultery, go and sin no more. That's the king that we should all serve. Not only he was merciful, but Christ was a man that gave us a second chance. Christ is the man, you understand, who is the mediator between the nation of Israel and the Most High. Because ever since we came out of Egypt, man, we had beef with the Most High, man, by disobeying the Lord. It went from King Saul, you know what I'm saying, me disobeying the Lord, goes from King Solomon, loving the other nations, to the till to this day, are us being in the ghettos. That's one of our top demons as well. Loving the other nations. You understand what I'm saying? That we've, like, all throughout your whole life, you've been taught that only black people can be sinners. And the white man can be the one that's righteous. That the Chinese people can be righteous. That the Arabs are the ones that can be righteous. Black man, don't go to the Arabs to be righteous. Them Arabs are drug dealers. Black man, don't go to the white man to learn how to be righteous. The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. You understand what I'm saying? The white man is the one that taught you to be a drug dealer. The white man taught you to be a murderer. The white man taught your daughters to be whores. You understand what I'm saying? We live in a society in America to be sinners. But Christ, you know what I'm saying, me, Yahushua in Hebrew, gave us a second chance to be righteous. Keep on reading. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Verse 2, set thy heart aright and constantly endure. When it comes to in the one body Christ under command of Johnny Yohana, 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, you have to constantly endure. You got to be consistent in this truth, man. You got to be consistent, you know what I'm saying, of not smoking weed. You got to be consistent of not popping whores. You got to be consistent of not celebrating holidays. You got to be consistent on being righteous. And the Lord will honor that, and the Lord's going to bless you, man. The Lord's going to give you power and authority to run this whole earth. You understand what I'm saying? Like the UPK, man, we're not doing this thing just because it's fun to the Lord. I mean, yes, we should serve the Lord with joyfulness and gladfulness, because He's the God that, you know, that chose us to be the chosen people. But we also serving the Most High for a reward, and that reward is the kingdom of heaven. And what is the kingdom of heaven? The Christian church taught you that the kingdom of heaven is you flying up in the sky in the clouds butt naked with some wings on. That's not the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is the rulership of blacks, Latinos, and North American Indians. That's heaven right there, man. Because your whole life you've been on the bottom. We've been in the ghettos, man. We've been on the reservations, in the barrios. All throughout your whole history, man, you've been taught the only fate that blacks and Hispanics have is being in the ghettos, being drug addicts, and suffering and die. You understand me? But the Most High, you know what I'm saying, me, revealed things to us that black people has a purpose in life. That's one thing that we all have not been taught growing up in this earth. We have not been taught that blacks and Hispanics have a purpose in life. We thought that our purpose in life was to get high, pop whores, to get a job, and that's it. But meanwhile, you believe that's your purpose in life. The white man is building spaceships. He's putting satellites in the stars. He's putting a military base on the moon. But meanwhile, you sitting in the couch getting high. You understand what I'm saying? But here's the thing though, man. It's also too, man, the heirs is on your land. The so-called Jewish man is on your land, taking all the resources, taking all the money. The Chinese people, they got a large military. Every nation has their own government and military, except for one people that don't. And that's us. All right. Verse 2, set thy heart aright. What does it mean to set thy heart aright? It's to mean get your mind right. Get your mind right. You cannot get your mind right by you smoking weed all the goddamn time. You cannot get your mind right by you constantly being a drunkard, an alcoholic. You cannot get your mind right by you sleeping with other men's wives. You get your mind right by coming to this truth. By coming to the ISUPK. By coming, you know what I'm saying, in that all black, man. Coming in the all black for 90 days, man, it ain't gonna kill you. It's gonna make you a better person. I mean, I'm a prison officer of 5,000 where I remember when I first came to the truth, man, I was a weak punk. But I had counselors, man. I had men to raise me up. You understand me? I had General Hyman. I had General Sharmar. I had General Haas. I had Captain Tazaria, Captain Mawakwad. I had men that watched over me. They made me a better person. They made me a man. You understand me? They build me up. Scriptures say, iron sharpeneth iron. You understand what I'm saying? Set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make no haste in time of trouble. What does it mean to make no haste in time of trouble? You stumble up on the oil, you know what I'm saying, make a few mistakes. It's not the end of the world, man. It is not the end of the world if you make a mistake. Scriptures say that a just man falls 7 times and get back up. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta constantly endure. You're gonna make mistakes on the way, but the solution is call in and get counsel. Make no haste. You understand me? This whole battle in the truth is not a sprint. It's a marathon. You understand what I'm saying? It is a marathon. Meaning you got to move at a certain pace that's comfortable for you as long as you get to the finish line. I know for people watching this live, I know some of y'all know about track. I know some of y'all has some experience of exercising. You understand what I'm saying? But you want to move at a certain pace that's going to get you to the finish line. You want to move too fast. You don't want to move too slow either. You want to move at a good pace that's going to get you to the finish line. Some brothers might move faster than others. Some brothers might not move faster than others. Every brother, you know what I'm saying, has their own race of going to the finish line. Every brother does. You understand me? That's why we have brothers that's captains, brothers that's generals, brothers that's officers, and brothers that's troopers. It doesn't matter what rank you are, you understand me, long as you constantly enduring this truth. There's brothers, you know what I'm saying? You understand me? That was in the 90s, powerful generals, powerful captains. You understand me? But they didn't do it to the end. But Lord willing, they come back. You understand what I'm saying? Like the truth, you know what I'm saying? The truth built some powerful men, you know what I'm saying? Up in the 90s, man. They was some hardcore soldiers. They was on fire. Fire. You understand me? Soon that split hit, man, brothers fell weak. That's why this other fake Israelite groups, they made haste. They made haste on leaving this truth. You understand me? All them cats that left the truth, that set their own fake Israelite groups, they made haste instead of getting counsel for Commander Hanna of what they should be doing. You understand what I'm saying? All right. Verse 3. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou be increased at the last. And what does it mean to cleave to the Most High? Man, you gotta do everything the Lord say to do, man. That's how you become close with the Most High. The Lord will show favor to you by you obeying what He say do. There is no magic on getting close with the Most High. There is no magic at all. You understand me? There's no magic. You know what I mean? The Bible, we have been taught in the Christian church that the Bible is all about magic and fairy tales, and everybody was, perfect and righteous, and brothers that you read about made mistakes on the way. King David, for example. King David was a man that united all 12 tribes. He was the first king of the whole nation of Israel. But brother was weak over that woman. You understand what I'm saying? But he repented. That's one thing that we got to learn to. We have to repent, change our life. That's how you become brand new, Israel. You got to repent. Just say to yourself, man, I lived a horrible lifestyle. I'm not going back to that. I'm going to serve the Most High. So I can increase at the end. What does it mean to increase at the end? Meaning that your value in this truth is going to be 10 times greater. Scriptures say, man, that the Lord is going to make a man more precious than fine gold. You understand me? The men in the UPK, they are precious than fine gold. What does it mean to become fine gold? To be fine gold means to be rare. That what it means, to be rare. Meaning that it's hard to come by across a brother that serves the Most High. It's hard to come by a brother that's one West. You understand what I'm saying? Because why it's so hard to come by? Because the Lord only have chosen only a few. You understand what I'm saying? The Lord has a remnant of brothers that the Lord decided to give that knowledge to. You understand me? Now, they have the blueprint on how to build a nation up. Commander J. Hanna rose up generals. They rose up captains. And captains rose up officers. And officers raised up troopers. You understand what I'm saying? Like the UPK is building an army. It's building the military government of the nation of Israel. That's who we are. The ISUPK under Commander J. Hanna, we are the military government of blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. That's who we are. That's who the Lord chose us to be. That's who we're going to be until Christ return. Until Christ, you know what I'm saying, Lord willing, going to give us that crown of gold. You understand what I'm saying? Verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low state. What does that mean? What does the scripture mean? Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take it cheerfully. It means all them trials and tribulations that's going to happen to you. Like I don't know not one brother that came to the truth that have not went through a trial and tribulations. Every brother you understand me, has a story. You understand me? Brothers, wives left them. You understand me? Take away their children. Families disown them. Families come up against them. You understand what I'm saying? Those are them trial and tribulations. You might lose your slavery. Shit, you might lose your life. You understand me? But the men that comes to One West who did the 90 days are men that's willing to risk their life to serve the Most High. And the Lord's going to honor that. It's going to give you double. You came to this truth, you lose a wife or two, don't worry. The Most High is going to give you 4 wives. You understand what I'm saying? You come to this truth, your family disown you, no sweat. The Lord gave you a whole new family. He gave you brothers, gave you sisters, fathers, mothers, nephews, nieces. You have your own family to look after, your own family to protect, a family that loves and respects you. That's what it means to serve the Most High, man. The Lord, you understand me? He's not going to, you understand me? He is not going to put you trial tribulations without giving you a reward. You understand what I'm saying? The Lord is all about giving rewards to people who serve Him best. You understand what I'm saying? The Lord is all like He is the Heavenly Father. A Heavenly Father, a good father is going to reward his children by them doing good, and the Lord is going to punish those children that's doing bad. Everybody, all them blacks and Hispanics and name Indians that died of AIDS were bad children. All the people, what I'm saying, that died of coronavirus were bad children. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you want, okay, the coronavirus, what I'm saying, is not the only thing that's killing black people. But if this pandemic passed, death is still going to run through the earth. You might not die of the coronavirus, but you will die of AIDS. You whores, you understand me? They go from one man to the next man because he's not the man that you feel is right. Your boyfriend's going to kill you. You're gonna pick that wrong brother that you chose, and he's going to shoot you. You understand what I'm saying? Or that brother you want to choose a whore, that whore is going to give you AIDS. You understand what I'm saying? Like, death comes to those who do not obey the Most High. You understand me? You're a drug dealer. Don't be afraid to get shot. Like, how can you be afraid of getting the coronavirus, but not be afraid of getting shot? How are you afraid of the coronavirus, but not getting AIDS? You was popping whores, you understand me, from sun up to sundown, but until the coronavirus hit, now you afraid. Now you afraid. You understand me? Like, you afraid of a damn germ, but how you cannot be afraid of not getting shot? You the biggest dope dealer. You understand me? You a sister that's a whore on the stripper pole, selling the ass. How you not afraid of catching AIDS, catching STDs, or catching ovary cancer? How you not afraid of that? You understand what I'm saying? Like, you afraid, like you fear things when the white man tells you to be afraid of. But meanwhile, if the coronavirus wasn't on the news how it is right now, you wouldn't care about the damn coronavirus. You would not care. The reason why you fear the coronavirus is because the white man told you to fear the coronavirus. But in ours, you became under Commander Johanna, we've been taught to fear the very power that created the coronavirus. We fear the power that created AIDS. We fear the power that created life and death. We fear the Most High Power, Yahweh in Hebrew. That's who we fear. The Father we fear. You understand? Okay. Verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take it cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. Meaning that you gotta be patient when you go through trials. You gotta be patient when you go through tribulations. Just be patient. You might lose your daughter a year or two, but it's not going to last forever. Pain only lasts for a time. Pain only lasts for a moment. It might last longer than, what I'm saying, who knows? But the pain that you have is not going to last forever. Same thing with the weather. Some days it be sunny, some days it be rain. Some days it be a snowstorm, Some days the leaves fall. There's a time and place for everything. Now, when it comes to this truth, there's times, you know what I'm saying, you like, yeah, man, I'm one West, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing gonna stop me. Ain't nothing going to, you know what I'm saying, offend me. I'm gonna be in this thing forever. But till that trial hit, man, till that trial hit, now you thinking, oh man, what have I got myself into? You understand? Like, you didn't know once you become a priest or officer of the Most High, you now speaking against America in front of the whole entire world. There's a chance that you're gonna be on the news and your boss is going to see that, and he's going to say you're fired. He's going to be Donald Trump on your ass and tell you that you're fired. But the men in the UK are the men that want to risk their lives, meaning their everyday lives, their job, their wives, their children, their reputation in this society. Brothers are willing to risk it all to serve the Most High. And the Most High, He's going to give you a greatest reward that you cannot even imagine now. A greatest reward. All you gotta do is, man, stop smoking that blunt. Stop eating that pork. Stop eating that shrimp. Stop popping them whores. You understand me? If you want a wife, man, come to the BK. We'll teach you. Brother's gonna teach you how to get a wife. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we got sisters in the school. Like, we got beautiful sisters, man. Beautiful women that did that 6 months. They pay their tithes. That respect a man who served the Most High. That's what the brothers need, man. Brothers need a woman that's going to respect them, despite of us being held in America. You understand what I'm saying? But you gotta be patient on the trial and tribulations, man. Be patient. Yes, that's the thing that we have not been taught in America is that black people and Hispanic people and Native American Indian people, we've been taught just to rush things. We've been taught just to rush, get it, just get it done. That's why black people, we've been taking advantage of people, all them get rich quick schemes. You understand what I'm saying? We've been taught just to not wait a month or 2 months to just get a woman, man. It takes about 6 months or probably even longer to actually find out if this woman is right for you or not. Straight up. I know because I learned from experience myself. It takes about 6 months to almost a year to actually know whether or not this woman is right for you or not. It might be some years you might get no wife. It might be some years you ain't got no job. It might be some years you ain't got no car. You understand me? But the number one mechanism that's going to help you in this truth is brotherhood. Brotherhood is going to help you. You understand me? Brotherhood is going to save your life. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. Let's see. Verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. What does that mean? You know, do you know that nice pure gold chain that you got around your neck? I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's real or not, but we all seen a real gold chain before. How it shines, how it looks so glorious. You understand? But that gold wasn't as glorious, you understand me, at first. That gold was covered in dirt. It didn't have no shine to it. It didn't have no, you know what I'm saying, them carats, how you say it, them 2 carat, 3 carat gold, whatever you say it. Like, that gold been through the fire. You understand me? What does it mean to go to the fire? You gotta get burned. You gotta get burned. You understand me? You gotta pull out the gold, beat the gold, you understand me? Shape it up, put it back in the fire, You understand me? Pull it out the fire, beat the gold, pull it back in the fire. You understand? And it's a process. That's what it is, a process. It's a process of how to build this little clump of dirt into the most glorious thing that's around your neck. You understand what I'm saying? That's how it is in this truth. Sometimes you gonna be in that furnace. Get out the furnace. You beat, you know what I'm saying? You might get beat on. You understand what I'm saying? Get beat on. You understand? What does it mean to get beat on? Them check-ins. Them check-ins, man. One thing that me as myself, yes, me, I'm young. I'm in my 20s. I never been taught, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I never been taught, meaning I never been checked by a man that's over me as much as a brother in the UPK. You understand me? Like the check-ins that we have in UPK, it's military style. Besides, you know what I'm saying, trying to belittle you, call you maggot and all that. In UPK, we don't do that. You understand me? We check brothers on a righteous way. We check a young man as if he's a brother. You understand me? Or as if he's a son. We do not belittle men, you understand me, in this truth. We build them up. We build men. Same thing with a sister. When sisters, we check sisters too. When sisters going off, you know what I'm saying? A brother's going to check that sister. It is not to belittle her. It is not to beat her down. It's to build her up. It's to build her character. That's one thing that blacks and Hispanics are scarce of. Having charisma, being charismatic, having wisdom, knowledge and understanding, making wise decisions. The reason why we're dying today because we don't make wise decisions. To make a wise decision, meaning you have to make a decision whether this life is going to destroy your life. I mean, this decision is going to destroy your life, or this decision is going to make your life better. You understand me? Like, here's the thing. There's two wives, there's two women that want you. One woman that wants you, well, both women that likes you, right? One woman, she's beautiful, bad as hell, got a banging ass body. You understand me? But she don't cook, she don't clean, she don't listen to you, she don't respect you, but she just in there just because she like you for a period of time. Versus a sister on the right side who's not loud in her appearance, meaning she's shamefaced, meaning that she don't like attention. That's a woman that we should all have. A woman that does not want attention. She's beautiful, she's pretty, but she's not that Megan Thee Stallion type pretty. Why I mean Megan Thee Stallion type pretty? I'm talking about showing ass, showing her behind, showing her breasts, showing her haughty looks. She's not like that. This woman she's quiet, she's humble, she says kind of one kind, but to you, she's boring. You understand what I'm saying? But meanwhile, this woman right here is going to give you sons. It's going to give you daughters. It's going to give you a nation of children. It's going to make sure that your stomach is full of food and wine every night you come home from that slavery. She's going to make sure that you come to the house is clean, the bed is made up, your clothes are washed, the food is made on the table, you at rest. But meanwhile, the woman that you like, that's loud, that's not shamefaced, that's all about Instagram, all about Facebook, all about social media, posting selfies all the damn time, she does not have a purpose in life. She's still silly, A silly woman. Black man, don't get that woman out. Let that woman be single for about 10 years and realize that the lifestyle that she chose is not benefiting her. But meanwhile, the sister that's quiet, that's the one that you should get. The woman, you know what I'm saying, that's kind to you, that's respectful to you, that loves you. You understand me? In UPK, we got those sisters, man. We have those sisters. Them sisters, they are ready to get a man. They ready to get a man to say con on one, con two. They ready to feed them with all types of food. A food that I don't like, you know, cause me, I'm a personal trainer, but to each his own. But the food that brothers like, the strong drink that they love, the wine, you understand me? Constant, you understand, you know what I'm saying, relations with your wife. Constant relations. She's going to love you and serve you. You understand me? Of course, women are women. There's going to be some altercations going on with your wife. There's going to be some, you understand me, disagreements. This is how it is like any relationship. But the foundation between your relationship is the law, statutes, and commandments. The reason why that most relationships do not work out outside EPK, because they do not have a common foundation, which is the law, statutes, and commandments. That's why most relationships fail. You understand me? But really, here's the thing though. You just want her just because she just look good. Cause she got a banging body. Of course, that's the first thing you look at in, for as far as any woman. You understand me? But we have not been taught to look past the beauty. We have been taught to not look past, you know what I'm saying? Y'all sisters don't look past the muscles and the good looks and the cars and the money. Sisters don't look past, sisters in the world do not look past that. They look for things that's in the moment. And that was the result of why we catch STDs, we catch AIDS, chlamydia, gonorrhea. You understand me? By us as a nation making unwise decisions on how to pick a mate. On how to pick a mate. Let the white man and the white woman be whores. That's their culture. Read about them orgies. I mean, not read. Read about the stories about them orgies in Rome. Read about those stories of those the homosexual lifestyle in Greece. You understand me? Homosexuality that's their culture. That's their lifestyle. Being a whore, having sex with no, how you say it, sex with no strings attached. What is that? Sex with no strings attached. That's disgusting, man. According to the Bible, man, according to the scriptures, sex is marriage. The moment you lay down with that woman, the moment you lay down with that brother, that is your mate for the rest of your life, unless they departed from you or they committed adultery. You understand what I'm saying? I'm keep on reading. I'm on 2 scriptures. God damn. Alrighty. Let's see. Hold on a second, Israel. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Verse. Okay. Verse 6. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall. This scripture is self-explanatory. You understand? I'm gonna read this part again. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Meaning this, the trial that you go through, just believe in the Most High, man. Believe in the Most High. To believe that he's going to help you in your trouble. Have faith in the Most High, man. Have faith in him, man. And you understand me? And trust in him. That's how you're gonna have the Lord respect you, man. The Lord does not respect a man that does not put his faith in the Most High and faith in Him. The Lord does not respect that. He's angry, really. He's angry. You know what I'm saying, with the person that did not put his faith in Him. You understand what I'm saying? The Lord is going to respect a man, going to honor a man that put his faith in the Most High. And the UPK, under Commander Jay Hanna, we trust the Most High. We believe in the Most High. Even though we have not seen Him, we haven't seen Christ. We haven't seen it. I haven't seen an angel. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm here because I have my faith in the Most High. The reason why y'all watching this live video, yo, you got your all black sisters, got your hair wrapped watching this live class. You have your trust in the Most High. And the Lord is going to honor that and respect that. He's going to give you glory, man. He's going to give you glory in these last days. Okay? Order thy way aright and trust in Him. Verse 7. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for His mercy. We wait for His mercy. What is that mercy? When Christ comes back with them 200 million angels, His mercy is going to make us, going to deliver us. You understand what I'm saying? That what means we come to the UPK under command Jerry Hanna. We come to the Most High by following His law, statutes, and commandments. You are under the Most High's mercy. You are under the Most High's grace. You are under the Most High's protection. That's one thing that we don't understand as the Christian church. The Christians died because the Lord is not protecting them. Why would the Lord protect a sinner? He don't honor that, man. The Lord protects the Lord. I'm sorry. The Lord protects the man that serve Him. You understand me? He protects him and his household. You understand what I'm saying? Alrighty. Verse 9. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good, for everlasting joy and mercy. Verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Hell no. Every man that you read about in the scriptures have put their trust in the Most High, and none of them have not been confounded. Those three brothers that put up in that furnace, Shamrat, Meshach, and Abednego, they put in that furnace, they was not burnt. You know why? Because they put their trust in the Most High. The reason why Daniel was in that lion's den unharmed, because Daniel put his trust in the Most High. Daniel, you understand, mocked the other nations' gods. He mocked them. In the UPK, we mock Christianity. We mock Islam. We mock Egyptology. You know why? Their gods do not exist. That is why. And the Lord respected Daniel, and the Lord protected Daniel in the lion's den. You understand me? Even who else? King David. David was on the run from Saul. You understand me? David was a man that sang songs to the Most High about killing the Lord's enemies. And the Lord loved him for that, man. Scripture say that David was a man after the Lord's own heart. Meaning David was all about what the Lord wanted on this earth. The Lord wanted his whole nation to serve Him. He wanted every black and Hispanic and neighbor Indian man to serve the Most High in the spirit of Christ. To have that spirit on you, man, you gotta be one West. You can only be one West, you understand, to get that same type of spirit of serving the Lord as these men right here. You want to get the same type of spirit, same type of courage that you read about Christ, read about Paul, read about Daniel, read about, you understand me, the wisdom about Solomon, read about Jacob, Abraham, Isaac, all these men that you read about. You want that type of spirit? You want that type of power and courage? Come in the ISBK under Command Jay Hanna. We'll teach you how to get that spirit, man. We will teach you. But first, you gotta do is come into the school in your local city. Come in and they're all black. Now, if you don't have a school in your city, what should you be doing? Wear all black, wear a headpiece while watching the live videos. Do that. How about you do that? Wear all black, wear a headpiece on in your living room, wearing all black, watching classes by General Muhammad, watching classes by Captain Mashak, watch classes, you understand me? Watch the Black Watch with Commander Jay Honda, rocking that all black, rocking that, you know what I'm saying, that the headpiece, rocking that war scarf. If you don't got a war scarf, what should you be doing? Call, you know what I'm saying, the school up and ask them, where can I find a headpiece so I can rock it, so I can wear the headpiece while I'm watching the live videos? Because I don't have a school in my city. I don't have a school in my state. Well, how about you build one your own? And we'll teach you how to do it. You understand what I'm saying? Alrighty. I'm gonna keep on reading. Verse 11. For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiving the sins and saving them in time of affliction. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? The Lord is full of compassion, man. You serve the Most High in Christ under Command Jayana, man. The Lord's going to have compassion on you, man. The Lord's going to have long suffering for you. Okay? Verse 12. Woe to be the fearful hearts and faint hands and the sinner that go two ways. Woe to the fearful heart. If you fear the coronavirus, you have a fearful heart. That's what you have. You have a fearful heart. You do not serve. If you fear the Most High, you're going to fear nothing. We don't we don't fear the coronavirus. We don't fear AIDS because why? We don't pop whores. We don't fear, you understand me, getting shot on the street because why? We're not drug dealers. We don't fear of, you understand me, I'm saying, catching cancer. You understand me? Because why? We know the foods, what to eat, and the foods not to eat. So why should we fear about catching diabetes? But meanwhile, the same people that's eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster are catching diabetes, are catching kidney diseases, are catching heart failures. If you eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, you should fear catching diabetes. You should fear catching cancer. If you disobey the Lord, yes, you should fear catching the coronavirus. You know why? Because you are a sinner. That's who you are. You are a sinner. Sinners, you understand me, deserve to die, according to the Bible. Now, if you don't want to die, what should you be doing? Serve the Lord. So you're gonna tell me that serving yourself is better than serving the Most High? Are you saying that your lust is more powerful than serving the Most High? Are you saying that serving your demons is more powerful than serving the Most High? Hell no. The Most High, He is the Most High's power. What does it mean, the Most High? The Most High is not only His title, it is His rank. That's His rank. You understand what I'm saying? All right. Let's see. Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands and the sinner that go two ways. Verse 13. Woe unto him that is faint hearted, for he believeth not. I mean, the reason why you fear the Most High, you don't fear the Most High, because you don't believe in Him. You understand me? You go two ways. What do you mean go two ways? Meaning you say one thing and do another. You say you're all about serving Christ. So you're all about serving the Most High. But meanwhile, you're homosexual. But meanwhile, you smoke weed. But meanwhile, you eat pork, you eat shrimp. You understand what I'm saying? You smoke marijuana, you smoke crack. You understand me? You should be a faint-hearted. One West, we don't fear no one but the Father. That's why we're not afraid of the coronavirus. We're not afraid of getting shot. We're not afraid of, you understand me, the police. We're not afraid of none of those things, man. We are afraid of the very power that created life and death. That's the one we should all fear. You understand? Okay. Verse 15. What was it? Verse 13. Therefore, he not be defended. Meaning, if you don't fear the Most High, the Lord's not going to protect you. The Lord's not going to defend you. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it's talking about. Meaning that if you don't obey the Lord's not going to protect you. The reason why that we don't fear the coronavirus, that we don't afraid of dying of the coronavirus, because the Lord's going to protect us. Why should he let his own servants die and perish? But meanwhile, he let sinners live. That's not the God that we serve, man. The Lord right now is showing you whose side is he really on. Is he on the side of the Christian church, or he's on the side of One West? I'm gonna tell you straight up. He is on the side of One West. He is on these brothers' side. You understand what I'm saying? He is on our side. Why he is on our side? Because we obey the Lord. We don't eat pork. We eat lawful foods. We love that cow. We love that beef. We love that lamb. We love them salmon. Man, salmon is delicious. You understand what I'm saying? We don't smoke weed. We choose a wife, you understand me, with wisdom, with knowledge, understanding. We make wise decisions. We have generals and cabinet officers to give you wise counsel. That's what we're here for, to give you counsel. Yes, that you understand what I'm saying? We give counsel to those who need of counsel. We don't give counsel who don't need the counsel. Yeah, you understand? You pick up the phone, call the generals, call your camp leaders, or call the man that's in charge of your zone. Call to get counsel from him. He's not going to call you and give you counsel out the blue. You have to request counsel. That's one thing that we do not do. We don't give things to people who do not ask for them. We give things to people who ask for them. You request counsel, we'll give it to you. Pay those tithes. Send them donations. That's what you should be doing. You understand me? If you're not going to be a soldier in the BK, you should be doing is pay those tithes. You got the stimulus check, pay that 120. You got more than 120, pay 10% of any penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give it to a teacher or priest. Priest funds, free will offering for priests are not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. You understand what I'm saying? Alrighty. Now, I'm gonna go to let me see. Verse 14. Woe unto you that have lost patience. The Lord said, woe unto you that lost patience. Meaning some of those brothers that was in the truth, that they're not here no more, they have lost patience. Lost patience. And the Lord said, woe unto you. What does woe mean? Woe means destruction. That's what it means, destruction. You understand what I'm saying? And the brothers that did lead this truth, we hear stories about them, man. And they are not pretty. The brothers who are still alive today, who left the school, you are still alive because the Lord's giving you another chance to come back. You understand what I'm saying? The Lord's giving you another chance to come back and apologize to Commander Jay Hanna for losing faith. And brother will forgive you. Do your 90 days, start all over, and that's that. But losing patience, man, the Lord's not, He's not going to be on your side if you lose patience. Because everything that you go through, man, is a trial and tribulations, man. You might go through some trial and error, making bad decisions on picking the wrong women, or your sisters, you picked the wrong man and all that. You understand me? But that's a part about growing. That's a part of building yourself up. I mean, the men that you read about wasn't just as perfect, you know what I'm saying, out the blue. These men, you understand me, had some trial and error. They had trial and error, you know what I'm saying, growing up in the truth. All except for Christ. Christ, you know what I'm saying, was born perfect. You understand? You understand? But Christ had the same body that we all had, though. So that's not an excuse either. Christ grew up in the ghettos. Christ grew up on the south side and west side of Chicago. Christ grew up in South Central LA. Christ grew up in Dallas. Christ grew up in New Orleans. You understand me? Christ grew up in the Bronx. Christ grew up in Harlem. You understand me? Christ grew up in Southeast DC. Like Christ grew up in the ghettos, just like you and me. You understand me? But Christ was a man that was perfect. Okay? Well, so now Christ gave us the blueprint on how to be perfect. Okay? Okay, verse 14. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? Meaning, how the Lord's going to visit you? Plagues. Plagues, man, plagues. The Lord is going to visit you with plagues, man. Plagues. You dying of cancer, the Lord's visiting you. You dying of coronavirus, the Lord is visiting you. You died of AIDS, the Lord is visiting you. You getting shot, you getting shot on the street corners, that's the Lord visiting you. You understand? Alrighty. Verse 15. They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. Simple as that, man. If you serve the Lord, you love the Most High, all you gotta do is keep the law, statutes, commandments. Let's go. Let me see. Hold that. I'm gonna go to 1 John 5 and 3. All right. This is the book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3. Now, this right here is for the New Testament for all them Christians watching this live. Do you understand? This is for all them Christians. This is 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievance. Meaning this, we love the Most High by not eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. We honor Christ, we love Christ by not sleeping with whores, by not having sex with another man's woman, by not smoking weed, by not celebrating holidays, by celebrating the Passover. You understand what I'm saying? By loving your brother as you love yourself. You understand what I'm saying? It's good to say this, man. Love thy brother as thou love thyself, and love the Lord with all thy heart, mind, and soul. For these two hang on the whole commandments and the law. Meaning that if you love Christ, you would have been fucking white women. You would have been having sex with whores. You would have been sleeping with another man's woman. If you love the Lord with all thy heart and soul and mind. You understand me? All Christians, man, you don't serve the Lord, and you hate the Most High, man. You hate the Most High. You understand me? The Lord's going to punish you for not disobeying his word, man. But the reason why you alive today, the Lord's giving you a chance to serve him. But his thing about the Most High, man. comes to these plagues. The Lord's going to destroy America, man. And that's coming sooner or later. Yes, that means the Lord's going to destroy America with these plagues, famine, pestilence, and the Third World War, man. Third World War is coming to America, to a city near you. And the people mock the prophets. They mock the prophets, man. They mock, you know what I'm saying, Jeremiah. They mock, you know what I'm saying, Ezekiel. They mock, you understand me, Isaiah. Okay? Alright, so let me see. I'm gonna go to let me see. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 28 verse 9. Okay? This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 28 verse 9. The prophets which prophesied of wait, hold on. Okay, my bad, it's Lockie. This is Jeremiah chapter 28 verse 8. Hold on. I'm going to start at verse 7, okay? This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 7. Nevertheless, hear thou now this word that I speak in thy ears, in the ears of all the people. You understand me? Who is talking about? Talking about you, is watching this live, and all the people, meaning all the people of the nation of Israel. Or even all the people in other nations. That people learn this right now. Learn this. Understand this right now. Verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries. See right here? The things that we're doing right now in the UPK under Commander Johanna, we've been doing this thing since for thousands of years. Being a prophet and priest and prophet of the Most High is an excellent profession. It is the most important profession on the earth. That's what it is, man. It is the most glorious career that a man can ever have. If you're a black and Hispanic, Native American Indian. That's what being a priest and prophet is. It is the most glorious profession a man can ever have. You understand me? A man can ever have. To be a priest and prophet of the Most High is glorious. You understand me? Like, you have the word of the Most High in you. You have all these things that the Lord taught, you know what I'm saying, me, men for thousands of years. And you now have not only the blueprint, you now see the things that the Lord is doing to America that men read about 2,000 years ago. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's a glorious thing to be One West, man. It's a glorious thing, man, to rock that boots, them braids, rock that shield, man, rock that all black. You understand what I'm saying? You come into the Passover, you seeing brothers from brothers from different tribes, man. Brothers from Haiti, brothers from Dominican Republic, brothers from Jamaica, brothers from Trinidad, brothers from Brazil, brothers from Canada, London, brothers from all over, man. Like, we see that we are now living the thing that the men prophesied about thousands of years ago. That all 12 tribes going to come together in these last days. And it's happening right now. It is happening right now. What you're seeing before your eyes right now is the kingdom of heaven. You understand what I'm saying? The thing that you're seeing right now is the kingdom of heaven. You seeing right now, you seeing tribes waking up from all across the world, man. We now got brothers and sisters come out of Brazil right now, man. And Brazil it's not gonna be the last country in South America that got brothers and sisters. It's gonna be brothers coming out of Peru, coming out of Bolivia, coming out of Honduras, coming out of Colombia, Uruguay, coming out of you understand me? Let me see, more cities. I can't think of any other city, but it's gonna be meaning this. It's gonna be brothers coming from all across the world, man. Meaning really the bulk of North, Central, and South America. The bulk of them is in those lands. You understand? Okay. Verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms. See that right there? We prophesied against America. We say Babylon the Great is fallen. We have a song in Hebrew Academy. Babylon is fallen to rise no more. Like what you're seeing right now, the coronavirus, how it's damaging, how it's destroying America economic system. You're seeing the beginning of these plagues, man. You're seeing the beginning of the Lord's destruction on this place. And it's going to be plagues far worse than the coronavirus. Far worse. You understand me? Like just now, this past, it's been over 50,000 people died of the coronavirus. 50,000 people died of the coronavirus. And it's still counting. Still counting to this day. You understand? Like we prophesied this many years ago. That plagues is coming to America. We said that at camp. We said that at camp for years. That plagues is coming to America. You understand me? The coronavirus, we pray for those plagues to come to destroy America. And the Lord heard our prayers. He heard our prayers, man. And the Lord sent the coronavirus. The coronavirus. You understand what I'm saying? And there's going to be more plagues coming. Probably come from out of China. You understand me? Every disease you could think of, man, when it involves come to health issues, came from China. Yes, and that's because of them not eating. It was because of them eating unlawful foods. You understand? They eat everything, man. They eat monkeys, rats, cats, dogs, turtles, giraffes. I mean, giraffes, they lawful, but me personally, I wouldn't eat giraffes. But you get the point, though. We prophesied against many great kingdoms. We prophesied against Russia, prophesied against America, prophesied against Saudi Arabia. Commander Johanna said this years ago. I was there. He said that Russia is going to invade Saudi Arabia. And that is going to happen. That's going to happen right now. Not right now, but like you're going to see that Russia is going to invade Saudi Arabia. And that's going to bring the Third World War even higher. You understand me? You're now seeing Iran, they warships going. You see America got a military base. You understand me? Up in outer space. You understand me? The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. Man, we prophesied against America of war. We've been saying that America is getting ready to go to the Third World War for years, man. World War III that's in the Ezekiel. I believe it's the 33rd chapter. I'm not sure, but it's in the Ezekiel, in the book of Ezekiel. The Third World War is in the Bible. You understand what I'm saying? And of evil, and of pestilence. What is pestilence? Pestilence is diseases. The coronavirus is a disease. You understand what I'm saying? And we prophesied this years ago. Years ago, man. Years ago, man. Just remember when them seven heads, man, when they built the school up, man, they prophesied about this years ago. In the 80s. In the 80s, man. 80s, man, brothers like Head Priest Yeshaya, Head Priest Ariel, you understand me? Head Priest, you know what I'm saying? Kazak, Shah, you know, Kazak, Head Priest Shah. All these men that, you know what I'm saying, that you heard about when you first came to the truth have prophesied about this years ago, man. And not only these brothers, but the men that you read about in the scriptures. Ezekiel, Jeremiah, Christ, you know what I'm saying? Christ, you understand me? Peter, Paul, John the Revelator. You understand me? These men prophesied about these things thousands of years ago. And we see these things going on right now. Right now. Do you understand? Alrighty. Verse 9. The prophet was prophesied of peace when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord has truly sent him. Meaning, Martin Luther King had prophesied about peace, you know what I'm saying, with the I have a dream speech, that the sons of former slaves and the sons of the former slave owners shall sit in the table of brotherhood. That have not came to pass. And what does that show you? That Martin Luther King Jr. is a false prophet. And that's why we're dying. We're dying because we listen to false prophets. We listen to T.D. Jakes. We listen to Creflo Dollar, Eddie Long. Eddie Long was a man that had sex with young boys. And one of them young boys that he had sex with committed suicide. And people still flood this church. They still went to his church, man. They still went to church, man. Still paying them tithes. Still doing that. Are we that low of a nation to support a man that molested young boys, and one of the young boys actually committed suicide? We got the nerve as a people to actually go to his church and put money in his pocket. You understand what I'm saying? When the Lord killed Eddie Long, man, I wish he would have killed him sooner. You understand what I'm saying? But he died a horrific death. That's the Lord, man. I mean, I pray to the Most High, man, the Lord, you know what I'm saying, destroy these pastors, man. These black politicians, man, these people have done enough. Like, you know, when someone just, it's like, how I'm gonna explain this. It's like you go into a kitchen, right? You got someone in your house, and they tell you that they know how to cook a certain meal, a certain dish. You know, you come back and check on them, see how they doing. They look like they look like they don't know what they're doing. So you leave the kitchen, right? You come back later, it's looking worse. It's looking worse. Now you try to give them another chance. You leave the kitchen again for the third time. You come back to the kitchen, and meanwhile, it just keeps on messing it up over and over again. Now it's like, okay, all right, it's time for you to stop. It's time for you to stop. Get out the kitchen. I got it covered. That's us. That's who we are. You understand what I'm saying? That pastor, the pastor represents that man that's in that kitchen that's messing up the whole goddamn meal. What is that meal he's supposed to be serving? The truth. The truth is that meal. You understand what I'm saying? And they give you the wrong truth. The wrong truth. Tell you that everything is all right. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be all fine and dandy. Just go to the polls and vote. Vote for Barack Obama. Yes, but meanwhile, our people is dying. These pastors got nothing to say about the crimes, nothing about the abortions, nothing about how we died of AIDS, cancer. Where is the solution to fix these problems? Like there's a church in every corner in the ghettos. Not just every corner, every denomination you could think of, man. There's a Catholic church down the street on South Chicago where the Hispanic brothers and sisters is at. There's a Baptist church down the street on 79th Street. There's a Methodist church over there on Cottage Grove on 71st Street. Many denominations that Israel has. And not one of them had the solution to fix these problems. Not one. But there is one house that's going to fix these problems that we're dealing with right now. And that house is One West. Do you understand what I'm saying? That house, you understand me, One West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, is going to fix blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. And we're going to do a excellent job. We're going to do things that the pastors they wish they would have done for blacks and Hispanics. We're going to do things that pastors work so hard for. We're going to just flip Black America up, man. That's what we're going to do. In our IGPK, Commander Johanna, we're going to change Black America into the kingdom of heaven. That is what we're going to do. You understand what I'm saying? While America is falling, UPK is raising up soldiers. We're raising up brothers. We're raising up sisters. You understand? We're raising up officers. We just now. Not saying we, but the Lord already rose up another officer. You know what I'm saying? A big shout out, you know what I'm saying, the precinct officer, my yard, you know what I'm saying, give brother a hand. You understand me? For passing his officer test. Brother did an excellent job, you understand me? Being an excellent trooper. You understand me? He always, you know what I'm saying, he always there when you need him. You understand? Brother is reliable. Brother is resourceful. Brother is, you understand me, outstanding. Knowing the scriptures as a trooper, know more scriptures than the average officer. I'm going to tell you straight up. But now he's an officer at 50. I'm going to show you an example about what's going on right now. That is just one brother I'm speaking about. I'm not talking about brothers up in Texas. I'm not talking about brothers up in Florida. I'm not talking about brothers in DC or California. Brothers is getting raised up all across the world, man. All across the world. The coronavirus is not going to stop the UPK from building this truth, pushing this truth. Yeah, one thing coming. We pushing this truth out every single day. Every single day, man, we pushing this truth. And there's nothing going to stop us. You know why? Because the Lord is on our side. The UPK is still open for business. You understand me? If you're in Chicago, in the Chicago area, come to 79th Street, come to 938 East 79th Street, South Ingleside, on the south side of Chicago. We are open for business. Come to class, start wearing your all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf, and come get this warfare, man. Come get this warfare. If you ready, you understand me? I ain't gonna tell you don't come the truth when you ain't ready. Come in when you ready, man. You understand? Alright. Let me see. Alright, I'm gonna drop that. I'm gonna go to back to Ecclesiasticus. I'm gonna go to chapter 12. Chapter 12, verse. Oh, fuck. Chapter 12, verse 6. 12, verse 6. All right. Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 12, verse 6. For the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly. See it right there? The Most High hates sinners. That whole is a whole cut for all Christians say that God hates the sin but loves the sinner. That's not in the Bible. I just read it out in the scripture. It said the Lord hated sinners. You understand what I'm saying? And he will repay them with vengeance, meaning like the reason why the Lord hates sinners, because sinners hate the Lord. I'm going to tell you. Now, if loving the commandments, it's like, if loving the Most High is keeping the commandments, how do you hate the Most High? You hate the Most High by disobeying Him. The reason why you have breath, you have breath in you right now, because the Lord gave you life. Your life does not belong to you. Your life belongs to the Most High. Now, You have a choice whether you want to use that life to serve the Most High, or you're going to use that life for the Most High to destroy it. That's your choice to make. Me, as for my house, we shall serve the Lord. That's in the book of Joshua. You understand me? Like Joshua said, choose ye this day, yes, life and death. But as for my house, we shall serve the Lord. Man, I'm gonna pull that. I'm gonna get that scripture. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pull that joint real quick, real fast. Book of Joshua. As for me and my house, we shall serve the Lord. Let me see. Hold on a second, Israel. I'm gonna find. Bear with me 1 second. Be patient, Israel. Let me see. Yeah, Joshua 24 and 15. I know it was there. All right. This is the book of Joshua, chapter 24. Let me see. I'm gonna start at verse 14. It's the book of Joshua, chapter 24, verse 14. Now, therefore, fear the Lord and serve him in sincerity and in truth, and put away the gods which your father have served on the other side of the flood. Meaning this, like, serve the Lord with sincerity. You have to be sincere on serving the Lord. You cannot just appear to be righteous. You have to serve the Most High when no one is looking. Meaning this, have integrity. Have integrity. Like, no one is in that room with you by yourself. You know what I'm saying me? But the eyes of the Lord is watching you. Who are the eyes of the Lord? The angels. The angels are giving reports out about what you're doing behind closed doors. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you disobey the Lord behind closed doors, you're not serving him with sincerity. You're appearing to be righteous. That's what Christians do. Appear to be righteous, that belongs to Christians. Christians, they appear to be righteous, but meanwhile, they're full of dead man's bones. Meaning death is in them. That's death. There's no life in a man that disobeys the Lord. There's only life in a man that serves him. I'm gonna get that in the book of Genesis real fast. You understand? It's like these damn glasses are messing up my damn ears. I like it. Okay. Let's see. Verse 14. Now therefore, fear the Lord and serve him in sincerity and in truth, and put away the gods which your fathers served on the other side of the flood. Meaning this, you came to this truth, man. You came to the body of Christ. You understand me? You now serve the Most High. Put away the gods that your ancestors been serving since slavery. Your great-great-grandfather served Caesar Borgia. Your grandfathers followed Allah. You understand me? But now, you serve the Most High. You serve Yahweh in the Hebrew. You serve him. You follow Christ. You understand what I'm saying? Put away the gods that your ancestors have been following on the other side of the flood. You understand me? We're talking about the other side of the flood. When it says about the other side of the flood, talking about Egypt. In Egypt, we was worshiping false gods. You understand me? We worshipped Horus. We worshipped Ra. You understand me? We worshipped Seti. All of these Egyptian gods we served while we was in captivity in Egypt. But now, to this day, 2020, you still serve the gods of the Egyptians. You understand? When the Lord told you to not serve no other gods before him, You understand what I'm saying? Like when you say that you're an Egyptian, you're denouncing what the Lord has done for you and your people. That's what you're doing. If you say that you're an Egyptologist or you a Muslim, there's a lot of cats who are Muslim who know that they're Israelites, but they still follow Islam. You understand me? That's like spitting the Most High's face. How you gonna know you're an Israelite, but then you follow the gods of the Arabs? When the Lord has a decree, you know what I'm saying, to serve the God of your ancestors. Why are you serving the God of the Arabs if you know that you're Israelite? When Islam belonged to the Arabs. The Lord said, thou shalt not bow down to no stone, no wood, no stone, none of that. Okay? Let me see. Let me see. Verse 15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom you will serve. Meaning, if it's evil to you, you know what I'm saying, tonight you pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Tonight you pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. If it's bad, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's so, people in the world, they think it's so evil to not eat pork. People in the world, they think it's so evil to not abort their babies. People in the world think that it is not evil, you understand me, to not have sex with another man's woman. People think that's normal. That's just an everyday life. You understand me? But that is wicked as hell. Like, America has taught you to be wicked. And now because we live in captivity, man, it should be a lesson learned situation for our nation. In the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna make sure that we do not make those same mistakes that we have done. You understand me? It's gonna be some head chopping in the kingdom of heaven, man. I'm gonna tell you straight up. In the kingdom of heaven, man, it's gonna be some head chopping. Straight up. It's not gonna be not gonna be no cotton candy, sweet corn, and none of that stuff. It's going to be some righteousness on this earth. The moment, you know what I'm saying, we sense someone doing wicked, we pop it in their face in a puff of smoke. You understand? Like, in the kingdom of heaven, it's going to be some head chopping, man. When Christ comes back, we establish ourselves in our own land, and you understand me? The government is official, and we get our crowns. We run this whole earth. It's going to be some head chopping going on, man. It's going to be some straight up head chopping, net hanging, burning witches alive. All these things going to happen in the kingdom of heaven. That's in the Bible. Yeah, I'm not making this up. I'm just telling you what I have been taught. I'm not telling you this out of my own mind. I know if I did, you know what I'm saying. You understand me? I don't know shit. I ain't gonna say it, but see, it's locky. But I'm gonna teach what I've been taught. That's the thing that we all should learn too. When you come to the truth, man, teach what you have been taught. Never teach things that you understand me that you have not been taught. If you come across something new, go to your camp leader. You understand me? He'll see if it's valid and if it's unvalid. If it's not, throw that in the trash. Okay? Just continue what you have been taught. Alrighty? If it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom you serve. Now, if you don't want to serve the Most High, under Command J Hana and ISBK 1 West, go ahead to the Christian church. Go ahead to the Muslim mosque. Ain't nobody stopping you. Ain't nobody putting a gun to your head. The Lord, like Joshua said this, man, choose you this day. If it's so evil for you to not serve the Most High, I mean, if it's so evil to you to serve the Most High, Salakia. If it's evil to you to come to the ISBK and the Command J Hana, that's your choice. That is your choice to make. And nobody, like UBK, we are not forcing no crowns on no one's head. That's one thing we do not do. We don't force no crowns on nobody's head. If they don't want to come to this truth, that's on them. That's up to them. That's for the Lord to decide to whether, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me tell you straight up. If you're not under protection of the Most High, you're going to die. You're going to die. And that's a fact. You understand me? And like you should, if you are one West brother or sister, you should appreciate the truth that you've been given. Because scripture say this, out of 1,000 men, I found one. Out of 1,000 women, I found none. Meaning that you are a rare commodity. That's who you are. You are something that's rare. The Lord saw something in you that the world don't sees. You understand what I'm saying? Same thing how the Lord chose David out of all of his brothers. You understand me? The Lord looks at the spirit of a man when he chooses a man. That's just what he does. Okay? Alrighty, let me see. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom you will serve. Whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land ye dwell, meaning the Africans, okay? But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Meaning this, like, if other people, you know what I'm saying, want to serve their own gods, want to follow Christianity, want to follow Islam, want to follow, you know what I'm saying, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Like, as for One West, 105th Street, Harlem, New York, the ISUPK, under Commanding General Yohana, we will serve the Lord. We will serve the Lord, you understand? You understand me? Forever. And we will not drop our sword, Lord willing. You know what I'm saying? God forbid a brother drop his sword, man. God forbid. You understand me? Once you drop that sword, man, here's the thing though. Serve the Lord, that's just for a civilian standpoint. But a priest not only got to serve the Lord, you have to teach people to serve the Lord. I mean, you took an oath. This oil right here, this is not just cooking oil. Now, this is the oil, you know what I'm saying? A man gets poured on, get oil poured on his head by him taking the oath. You understand? You understand? And we will make sure we ask the brother, are you sure you want to make the decision? Are you sure you want to do this? Once you get the oil upon your head, there's no turning back. There's no turning back at all. You understand me? There's brothers who left this truth that end up dead. There's brothers who end up that left this truth that end up being shot. You understand me? A brother in the school, you know what I'm saying, in Chicago, you understand me, was a decent brother, hardcore brother, you know what I'm saying me? Excellent brother, showed some good brotherhood. Left the truth. Next thing you know, recently had a call that brother got shot in the head. Got shot in the head. You understand what I'm saying? That's what happens to brothers who leave the truth. You understand me? He's still alive though. That was the Lord's mercy, man. That was the Lord's mercy. Lord willing, he come back. But you understand me? But on the standpoint, what I'm about to say is, man, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Yes, we don't fear the coronavirus. You understand me? We don't fear COVID-19. We don't fear, you understand me, diabetes, high blood pressure. We don't fear none of these things, man. We don't fear none of these things. Okay? I'm ready? Let's see where I'm at. Let's see. Okay, let me see, I'm gonna show you the scripture in the Breath of Life talking about Adam. I'm gonna go to Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. 126, I believe. 122, 126. Alrighty. Now this is talking about the creation the Lord did, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand what Genesis is talking about, but I'm gonna give you a breakdown. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse, let me see, verse 26. And the powers, and the powers said, "Let us make man in our image, and after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the fowl of the air, over the cow, over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth." Meaning that, what does it mean to create, put a man in your image? This is talking about a man with laws, statutes, and commandments. A man with wisdom and knowledge, understanding of the Most High. That's why the angel said, let us make men in our image. Meaning, angels have order. Angels have the laws. You understand what I'm saying? The angels have the laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand me? How they do? It also says, talks about how dominion over everything. That's what we were talking about. Over everything. But no, not only just over like the earth. Everything is your property. Like the birds is your property. You understand me? The vultures is your property. Even to the very small ant, the very small germ. You understand me? That is your property. You understand me? That's what it means. Have dominion over the fish and the fowls and the creeping things on the earth. Talking about having dominion over everything, meaning everything is your property. You understand me? Every fish, every bird, every animal, every, you know what I'm saying, germ, that belongs to you. You understand me? And who had that? Adam. Adam had that. Adam was a man that the Lord chose to give this truth. You understand me? He had dominion over all the earth. You understand me? All right, that's what it means to have a man in the image. They ain't talking about having the same nose, having the same nostrils and mouth and teeth and all that. This is talking about, what does it mean to have an image? This is like when someone carries your reputation. You understand? If you raise a child, right, and that child grew up to be just like you, what do they say about your child? He is your spitting image of yourself. He's just like you. You understand me? He talks like you, walks like you, had the same charisma, had the same type of vibe. You understand? Same type of spirit. You understand what I'm saying? Like Adam, you know what I'm saying? The man of the truth, has the spirit of the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? It's good to say in the book of Romans, talk about they that are led, the spirit of God are the sons of God. You understand me? To have the Most High, to be in the Most High image, you got to be about laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay? Just says, I'm going to skip down to verse 2 and 7. Genesis chapter 2, verse 7. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. Now we're talking about the dust of the earth. Is talking about a lower state. The Lord chose Adam out of a lower state. Same thing how we was. When you came to the truth, man, you was a lower state. You didn't know who you were. Like, a brother come to the truth, he did not know that he was an Israelite. He didn't know he was the chosen. You understand what I'm saying? He thought he was just an African American. Thought he was a so-called Negro or Hispanic or just a plain old Native American Indian. He thought it was just a plain old simple man, grew up in the ghetto. You understand what I'm saying? The Lord chose Adam out of the dust of the ground, meaning he got him out of a lower state. You understand? Okay? And breathe into his nostrils the breath of life. Now, this right here is not talking about the Lord giving Adam CPR. It ain't talking about that. To breathe, to breathe, for the Lord to give you the breath of life, it's talking about the laws, statutes, and commandments. That's what it's talking about. You understand? Now, this right here in the book of Genesis, these things are not talking about little things. You understand what I'm saying? And so the Lord put the law, statutes, commandments on Adam, and that's how he began to live. Same thing how it is when brother comes to the truth. His life is better when he comes to the truth. He has a better life. You understand? Before you came to the truth, your life was terrible. Everybody was. Before anybody that came to the truth, your life was a sham. You was a drug addict. You was a homosexual. You was a lesbian. You was a gangbanger. You understand what I'm saying? You had no life in you. But once you come to the truth, your life is a whole lot better. You live a better life. That's how we live, man. When we come to the truth, man, we live a better life. Like we go to our beds without fear. You understand me? Everything just happens, just have everything that comes to us with just abundance. You understand me? Brothers come in with wives, brothers come in with children, brothers is popping up babies like Skittles. You understand what I'm saying? Brothers coming up, you know what I mean, coming up with families, sisters coming up, you know what I'm saying, with businesses. I got business of my own. You understand what I'm saying? Because of this truth. My life is a whole lot better because I came to the truth. Adam's life was a whole lot better. You understand me? The breath of life talking about the laws, statutes, and commandments. You do not know how to live until you come to the truth. Then now you really living. You know how it is like, you having a good time and everything's so glorious, and you invite someone over to your or to your party or to your lifestyle. You understand what I'm saying? And they try to deny it, try to, you understand me, push away from it. You tell them what? Oh man, you ain't living, brother. Or you ain't living. That's what it means, man. You ain't living, man, because to be in the truth in the ISBK, to serve the Lord Most High, man, you living, man. You know how to live. You know have a purpose in life. You understand what I'm saying? Every brother in the school, you understand me, has a purpose in life. It's to build this nation up, to rule the planet Earth. You understand what I'm saying? All right. So I'm gonna do a part 2 in this class next week. Y'all tune in next week on the ISBK Milwaukee's class. You know what I'm saying? Every Friday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. My name is Priest and Officer 5000 Ra'am of the Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge. Tom Israel, Shalom.